kill you, motherfucker. Are you crazy? I'm the fucking nigga to play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
The final press conference for Davis versus Lamont Roach was expected to be a typical pre-fight event filled with face-offs, trash talk, and hype building. However, chaos erupted when Floyd Mayweather unexpectedly stormed in, turning everything into an all-out war. His entrance changed the entire atmosphere in the room. Floyd's presence was a surprise, but his actions quickly made it clear that he was there to stir up trouble. He has been vocal about his disrespect for Tank's choice to fight Lamont Roach, calling the matchup a joke. Floyd criticized Tank for not facing better competition, suggesting he should be fighting fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, or Teofimo Lopez, claiming that Tank's decision was a waste of his prime years in boxing. But Floyd's issues with Tank go beyond just the fight choice. Recently, Tank has been taking shots at Floyd's personal life, mocking his arrest in Dubai, his legal troubles, and his declining public image. This has made Floyd more aggressive than ever, and he's been lashing out at anyone who disrespects him. When Tank started throwing shade, Floyd wasn't going to take it. So when Floyd entered the press conference, he didn't come just to talk, he came to send a message. Ignoring Lamont Roach entirely, Floyd went straight for Tank. Yelling at him for being rude and ungrateful, the tension escalated quickly. Tank fired back, standing up and stepping toward Floyd, prompting security to rush in to separate them. It was clear that the bad blood between these two was far from over.
It's not good for, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Meanwhile, Lamont Roach stood by, watching the chaos unfold. This was supposed to be his moment, but all eyes were on the clash between Floyd Mayweather and Tank Davis. For years, the relationship between Floyd and Tank has been one of the most toxic in boxing.
He was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He sat.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of it.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Okay.
What began as a mentor-protege relationship quickly turned into a rivalry. Floyd helped Tank build his career, making him a star and giving him a platform under Mayweather Promotions. However, once Tank felt Floyd was controlling his career too much, he sought to break free.
Time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
They don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions about this. Becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. It's time to, ride their own bike.
The real drama began when Tank left Mayweather Promotions, declaring he no longer needed Floyd. Since then, they've been at each other's throats, fueling their ongoing rivalry.
You think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure.
Why? After so much time, after I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come to the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, because I don't want to bring him up. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter. The fact that she kept Snapchat.
Okay.
Kept hitting me with Snapchat. So he sent it to Floyd, and Floyd brought it up.
Okay.
So that's what made me like.
And you think that was a downfall of your career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship, not
downfall.
career.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like,
He scheduled a fight, I think.
Floyd has consistently downplayed Tank's success, acting as if he's still responsible for everything Tank has achieved. On the other hand, Tank refuses to give Floyd any credit. Tensions escalated further when rumors about Tank's secret affair with Floyd's daughter surfaced. Eventually, Tank broke his silence and addressed the situation.
Twice in the same term. So, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
I fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore, in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing, and USA Boxing sent us an ad bid to go to the nationals.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then they put us on two different sides of the bracket, and we met up in the championship.
And he took it again.
Yeah, he won a close fight, man. And I thought I won that one too.
Amid all the drama, it's easy to overlook that there's an actual fight to focus on. While Davis versus Lamont Roach may not carry the same hype as some of Tank's other matchups, for Roach, it's the biggest opportunity of his life. Roach has been grinding for years, steadily climbing the rankings, while Tank has been basking in the spotlight. The two have a history from their amateur days, with Tank defeating Roach every time they fought. However, Roach is confident that this time, things will be different.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm a win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
One of the biggest storylines is that Tank plans to retire after 2025.
But, when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's gonna get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle Al didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiation.
Tank has made it clear his time in boxing is almost up, which is why fans are unhappy with his fight choices.
Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fighter in our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight.
This is meant to be the final stretch of Tank's career. Yet instead of facing top-tier opponents like Shaka Stevenson or Devin Haney, he's fighting Roach, a fighter he's already defeated multiple times.
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to walk today.
There's also a bigger concern. Some are questioning if Tank still has the same passion and drive for boxing. Tank has called the sport boring, and reports suggest he's no longer in the same fighter's mindset. If that's true, it could open the door for a massive upset in his career.
Being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried.
On the other side, Roach is more motivated than ever.
He's when he fought Frank Martin.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock it.
No one is taking Roach seriously, and that disrespect fuels his drive. He's been training obsessively, knowing that pulling off an upset would change his career overnight. Roach believes he's the most skilled fighter Tank has ever faced and is pushing himself harder than ever to finally get his revenge.
Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any.
The truth is, most pros aren't giving Roach much of a chance.
And Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's going to play into the fight come fight night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner, they sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They're just bigger and stronger now, you know? Older.
Now, it's some word out there that Lamont saying, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. Well, what could that? How could that affect, the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank, last 4 or 5 opponents all had film about how they beat him up in Spawn. If that's the case, that shit happened. But fight night, we all know the outcome.
Experts like Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Oscar de la Hoya have already written Roach off, believing Tank is simply too powerful, explosive, and experienced. However, Kaizen Dagas is one of the few who's giving Roach some credit, stating that Roach's skills are underrated and this could be a tougher fight for Tank than most think. Despite this, the majority of fans believe history will repeat itself. Tank has already dominated Roach in the past, and many view this matchup as a clear mismatch,